Students, the continuation of first chapter, Arrival of India, British trade in Bengal. The British first started their trade on the banks of the river Hooghly and established fort in the year 1851 C. Okay, the British first started their business on the banks of the river Hooghly, Calcutta, because they came through the sea route of Indian Ocean and established forts in the year 1651 CE. The forts were garrisoned for the protection of the factory and got the permission from at a time, the ruler of mighty Mughal dynasty, Aurangzeb, to trade without paying taxes against an annual payment. Okay, these are the deal. Okay, took place between the Aurangzeb and the British. Here, as we have seen the picture, ships of the British and their forts. Again here, the expansion of the British rule between 1757 C and 1857 C, during the 100 years period, the British expanded their trade throughout the country. By this time, the East India Company was in a race to earn more and more money. The British people wanted to earn more and money. As per the order passed in Bengal, only the company availed the benefit of tax-free trading, because they got the permission from the Aurangzeb, that is tax-free trading. They don't need to pay the tax. However, many officers who were engaged in private trade did not pay the taxes as well. As a result, the income generated from the tax collection in Bengal reduced, which in turn was opposed by the Nawab of Bengal. Nawab opposed. At the time. Next, Murshid Quli Khan. This dispute kept on the recurring even during the time of Ali Wadi Khan. After Ali Wadi Khan, his son Sirajuddin Daulah took charge. He got involved into a major battle with the British. The battle took place between the Sirajuddin Daulah and the British. Now here, in this connection, the great battle, Battle of Plassey. Sirajuddin Daulah became Nawab of Bengal in the year 1756. Sirajuddin Daulah, became a ruler of Nawab of Bengal in the year 1756. He had an overwhelming influence over the British. The British helped the competitors of Sirajuddin Daulah, because naturally he has some enemies, so they encourage his enemies, by conspiring against him so that he would not remain on the throne of Bengal. So they wanted to, remove from his post, throne of Bengal, so that they will get lot of benefits. For that reason, they are always hatching some plans against him, Sirajuddin Daulah. There were frequent conflicts with the British merchants regarding payment of taxes. There is because non-payment of taxes, always disputes were taking place between Sirajuddin Daulah and British merchants, British businessmen. When the British merchants failed to pay taxes which were applicable to both Indian and foreign merchants, the situation came to a boil. It is a tense situation between these two, British and Sirajuddin Daulah. He ordered that the British should not fortify the factory, pay the taxes as per the rules and trade as per the terms and conditions. Because as per the trade and condition, British was going against at that time. So naturally, there is a dispute between these two. This provocation was enough for Siraj to opt for war. Actually, they provoked him for non-paying taxes, so that he provoked and he wanted to wage a war against this British. And he succeeded in expelling British from Calcutta. Because initially I told they came to by sea route Indian Ocean, so they established the empire. So anyhow, his success to thrown out the British from India. But what happened later? The British counter-attacked under the leadership of Robert Clive. It is Governor General Robert Clive. Against his leadership, he attacked again on Sirajuddin Daulah. Clive bribed, means here, so he gave bribe to Mir Jafar, the commander-in-chief of Sirajuddaulah. Okay, Mir Jafar was the commander-in-chief of Sirajuddaulah, so he gave a bribe to him with a promise to counter the conflict thrown to him and convinced him to join their side. Okay, he gave a bribe and he told him to that, okay, after once the war is over, so he'll make him a Nawab. So with this help, Robert Clive defeated and murdered Sirajuddaulah in the Battle of Plassey. Okay, in the Battle of Plassey, okay, he hatched a plan with the help of Mir Jafar. Again, Sirajuddaulah was murdered. This was the first war fought by the company in India, which marked the beginning of the British rule in India. Okay, this was the, we can say that the Battle of Plassey was the first war between Indian ruler and the British. In this, he was murdered. Thus, this war is considered to be a turning point in the history of India. Okay, in the history of India, as the Britishers rule, so this was the turning point. The Battle of Plassey, the first war between the Europeans and Indian ruler. So I'll continue.